The Biden organization said on Saturday it would lift a key oil endorse against Venezuela, denoting the first critical break in quite a while long U.S., and that could ultimately assist with facilitating the tight worldwide energy market. Chevron, the last dynamic U.S. oil organization in Venezuela, is essential for a joint endeavor with the nation's state oil organization, however, has been banished by sanctions from tasks there. Under another depository office permit, it will actually want to continue siphoning oil. The restricted permit specifies that any oil delivered must be traded to the U.S. No benefits from its deal can go to the Venezuelan state-claimed organization, yet should be utilized to take care of Venezuelan loan bosses in the U.S. The move came as the public authority of Nicolas Maduro held its most memorable proper discussions with Venezuela's resistance alliance in over a year. Meeting in Mexico City on Saturday, the different sides consented to request that the unified countries deal with a few $billion in government subsidies held in unfamiliar banks that will be thought to assist with soothing a compassionate emergency in Venezuela. The mediators likewise consented to proceed with talks 1 month from now to examine a schedule for nothing decisions in 2024 and common liberties issues. We have long clarified we assume the best arrangement in Venezuela is an arranged one between Venezuelans, said a senior Biden organization official who talked on the state of obscurity under rules set by the White House. To support this, we have likewise said we were able to give designated sanctions help. The arrangement stays open to additionally adjusting sanctions. The authority said, be that as it may, any extra activity will require extra substantial advances, including the arrival of political detainees and acknowledgement of resistance authenticity, as well as liberated admittance for UN helpful missions. The authority excused reports that the organization was acting to facilitate an oil deficiency and high energy costs exacerbated by Russia's intrusion of Ukraine. Permitting Chevron to start to lift oil from Venezuela isn't something going to influence worldwide oil costs. This is truly about Venezuela and the Venezuelan cycle, the authority said, where the U.S. is supporting a serene, arranged result to the political, helpful and financial emergency. Venezuela has the world's biggest oil holds. Somewhat more than Saudi Arabia, in spite of the fact that its thick rough is more challenging to extricate. However, its creation vacillated because of unfortunate government the executives even before Maduro took over in 2013, after he passing of Hugo Chavez, a previous military official who was chosen in 1998. U.S. sanctions against Venezuela that started a long time back on grounds of medication dealing, debasement and denials of basic freedoms progressively extended, finishing under Donald Trump's organization. Trump strongly fixed measures against the state oil organization, Petróleos de Venezuela S.A., or on the other hand PDVSA, the National Bank, and people and organizations. U.S. oil organization exercises there were totally restricted. The approvals were an endeavor to hinder worldwide income from oil deals, and creation fell forcefully as bootleg market trades have been sold principally to China and India. At the point when the Venezuelan resistance proclaimed December 2018 races ill-conceived. It perceived Juan Guaido, the resistance chief in the parliament, as break president. The U.S. immediately followed after accordingly, enlisting many other Latin American nations to do likewise. Be that as it may, monetary and political tension on Maduro made little difference, and the Venezuelan public dragged the brunt of a faltering economy and restraint, driving millions to escape to adjoining nations, as well regarding the U.S., where the quantity of Venezuelan outcasts has expanded. President Biden came to office persuaded that Trump's Venezuela strategy had fizzled. However, he found a couple of ways to switch it, as strong legislators promised to hinder any activity and the organization held any desires for winning the midterm votes of hostile to Maduro Venezuelans and other Latin Americans in Florida. As of late as the mid-year, Biden called Guaido to guarantee him of proceeded with American acknowledgement and backing, even as different states and individuals from Guaido's own resistance alliance were getting some distance from him and calling for dealings with Maduro. The conservative electing defeat in Florida seemed to persuade the organization the time had come to move. Chevron authorities have said it will require an investment to make their tasks ready again in Venezuela. The approvals change gives off an impression of being a lithe evasion of a principal grievance of U.S. pundits, the likelihood that the Maduro government would benefit straightforwardly. Under the particulars of the permit, PDVSA is cut off from any benefits its joint endeavor might make with Chevron. However, Maduro wouldn't be any more awful off than he is presently, and one break in the approvals might prompt others. For the organization, accepting talks with the resistance go on toward majority rule races and common freedoms upgrades, any relaxing of worldwide energy supply is viewed as certain. In a proclamation Saturday on the resumption of talks in Mexico, Senator Robert Menendez, Democrat, New Jersey, the executive of the Senate Unfamiliar Relations Board of Trustees and a long-lasting hardliner on Venezuela, said that assuming Maduro again attempts to utilize these exchanges to delay to additionally solidify his criminal fascism, the US and our global accomplices should snap back the entirety of our assents that carried his system to the arranging table in any case.